Hey YouTube, Steven the Salon Guy here, and today I'm going to answer one of your biggest questions: who started the undercut? The undercut has been around for many, many years. It's been seen on actors and actresses, sports players, musicians, but the undercut dates further back than you may think. So in this video, I'm going to break down a solid timeline of who started it and when it got started. So I'm ready to go. Let's get into it. So for all we know, people could have been rocking the undercut dating back to the Stone Ages, but in terms of modern history, where we have media to know for sure, the style seems to start right around World War I. Just before the war, fashion began to favor a more simplistic elegance rather than the dressy extravagance of the 1800s. When World War I hits, that newfound simplicity carries over, but most people can't really afford the elegance part. With limited money and assuming that many of the barbers had to go overseas to fight, people at this time needed something practical and simple, something quick that wouldn't require a lot of experience, something that guys could even do themselves if need be. So if you've seen shows like Peaky Blinders or Boardwalk Empire, you may see some of the guys wearing undercuts during this period, especially those in working class or in street gangs. And the style continues on after the First World War to the Great Depression of the 30s, where once again times are tough and money is tight. This also is the peak of the Jazz Age, and by this time the undercut and styles like it were so popular among men that it was considered part of the mainstream fashion. All the way through World War II, both Allied and particularly German soldiers can be seen sporting the high contrast cut. But after the war and after 30 solid years of undercuts, the hairstyle seems to fade out pretty quickly. And it remains out of style until a brief revival in the 1980s when alternative versions of the cut are adopted by the electronic synth-pop music scene. It's not until around 2010 that we really start to see another mainstream resurgence of the undercut, which is brought back by the alternative youth crowd and skater culture. Women at this time began to embrace the style in larger numbers, and select celebrities like Macklemore and David Beckham sanctioned the cut. But it takes a few years before the style takes off. By 2014, the undercut can be seen atop of heads of popular music figures like Rihanna and Miley Cyrus, actors like Scarlett Johansson, Jake Gyllenhaal, and by the general public, anyone looking to add a bit of trendiness or edginess to their style. And that brings us to modern day, where the undercut is probably one of the most popular haircuts out there. It's requested all the time. I still do a lot of them. And here's some examples here. It's very easy to work with, very versatile, gives you a lot of different styling options. It's great for people that have really, really thick hair, and you can do a lot of different things with it. From having a unique undercut with green hair to something a bit more modern and edgy having blue hair. Well, there you have it. A thorough explanation of when the undercut started and who started it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time for more videos 5 days a week with the Salon Guy.